110,000 migrants. We have to feed, clothe, house, educate the children, wash their laundry sheets, give them everything they need, health care. And this team here, we stated, let's do everything possible before we have to push it out into neighborhoods and communities. Month after month, I stood up and I said, this is going to come to a neighborhood near you. Well, we're here. We're here. We're getting no support on this national crisis, and we're receiving no support. And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. The issues in New York City dealing with the illegal immigration crisis continue to worsen. I want you to imagine that you and your newlywed spouse, you guys are living in the inner cities. You guys have decided that you want to pick up a condo, a townhome, something that you can have that's in the city that's walkable. You walk down the street from a local business and you continue to hear commotion on a nightly basis. You would kind of walk it off and say it's nothing. Then a day later, a group of officers come in and bust in the place that you've heard. Come out to find out that there were over 50 people living in that basement of that building. This is a story that's happening right now in New York City. I'm going to play a video. We'll watch a little bit of this. Come back and talk about it. Just after that, your first time joining, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, and here we go.
As the migrant crisis reaches a boiling point here in New York City. Yesterday, inspectors discovered dozens of migrants living in poor conditions in the basement of a furniture store in the Bronx. And it turns out that store is owned by the same man who was housing migrants at another store in Queens. He says he housed the migrants because the city's shelter system is failing them. But the city says he was putting the migrants and his neighbors at risk. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo is live in Fordham Heights with the very latest. Anthony.
And Liz, we spoke with some of those neighbors who called this appalling. The city has issued 4 violations to the corporate landlord, each carrying a max fine of $25,000. We spoke with a man who's been renting these 2 locations over the past couple of days, Ibu Sar, and he said that he saw these men sleeping out on the street and he just wanted to help. But people we spoke with out here today say there must be a better way.
I'm appalled.
Ray Pena walks by this Bronx furniture store every day and had no idea. A big vacate order now up after dozens of West African migrants were found living there and were booted yesterday.
I'm sure they come to this country to get a better life, but you got to do it the right way.
The second time in a week, migrants were found living in cramped, unsafe retail locations illegally converted to sleeping quarters. The other in Queens. Beds, e-bikes, scooters, and space heaters all found. The big fire hazard right next to vendor Mazin Ali.
Very unusual, to find some people living in a store,
He says the less than ideal living situation for a month spilling out onto the sidewalk.
Sometimes they put their waste and in front of the store, and it's kind of very bad thing,
The city issued vacate orders after people filed complaints about the hazardous conditions.
All right, so there it is once again. So imagine again, you go to the store, you decide you want to go look for some furniture, look for a new bed. You go with your wife, you go with your daughter. While you're looking around, your daughter says she wants to go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom, and one of these people pop up in this particular store. Your wife decides to go and use the restroom, and there's these men who are kind of roaming around. This is a dangerous situation. My expectation is we're going to hear a lot more stories like this. It's said that the owner was charging $300 per bed. And again, with 50 beds, he was making clearly close to $50,000 per month just in terms of housing this. This is so much money right now, and many people are wondering why this cannot end. I previously did a story that stated that the bus drivers who are busing people from the Texas border to anywhere around the country are collecting $1,500 per head. The nursing workers who were in Chicago, they were making around $20,000 per week. And then on top of that, you have the contractors that are being overpaid. You have the administrators who are making money. You have the nonprofits who are making money. This is an endless opportunity right now for a money grab. And for those who are at the top, those who are in the Senate, those who are in representative positions, no one really wants this to end because of all of the money that's flowing down to them. The cartels right now are making money hand over fist. People are paying $10,000 to $30,000 per trip to get them to the southern border. With you having 8 million, 10 million, 15 million people crossing, that is easy money that they don't have to work for. It's almost passive income. They already own, they basically control the land, and they just drive people from one end to the other end. So this is an issue right now that we can't really see how exactly it's going to end. Many people are hoping again that Donald Trump is able to put an end to a lot of this. But once again, until that point, we're going to see a massive influx of migrants here, I believe, in the next 6 to 8 months. People are going to be concerned with Donald Trump coming into the office, and they're going to seek any way possible they can in order to get into the country prior to that particular situation. What are your thoughts on this particular issue? Do you think that, would you consider moving out of New York City if you saw something like this? This is some pretty disheartening stuff. Like, share, and subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.